I need to talk about how insane this week has been. Dude, what the hell were all of those showcases this year, bro? E3 came out swinging without being E3. The Sony State of Play, Summer Games Fest, the Xbox Showcase, and then the Nintendo Direct to tie it all up in a knot. Dog, all of the shows were crazy. All of the shows had something different for like everybody. I guess platformer players did get kind of cooked a little bit, but it's also like, dog, yo. Also, I have been playing a ridiculous amount of Destiny because the game is sadly on its way out, but holy shit, this final update has been so damn good. It's so sad that the series is gonna just keter off after this, unless we somehow get some crazy like Destiny 3 announcement out of nowhere. But that's not really besides the point. I'm mostly talking about this while I'm playing this because I really am enjoying it that much. But dude, bro, all those showcases, man. The Sony State of Play, for me personally, was probably one of the weaker ones. But that's mainly just because a lot of the series that were there are series that I just don't really play. Like, I'm not a horror guy. There's a lot of horror, and I don't know nothing about no Ace Combat outside of what friends have said. It's like Until Dawn 2, like that was a cool surprise reveal. It was kind of funny actually. We were in the middle of watching that because I was like in a server just watching it with a bunch of people, and we were in the middle of watching it. I made the joke at one point. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Is this Until Dawn 2? And then it literally said Until Dawn 2 at the end, and everybody was like, what? But yeah, you know, that with the Wolverine, and then the surprise at the end with the fucking God of War, Lao Fei. Dude, it looks so good. I know people clown on PlayStation a lot for having the more like cinematic-y games, and I get that to an extent because there are some games where it's a little too much cinematic for me and stuff like that. But bro, as soon as that gameplay came on, oh my god, brother. Bro, as soon as that gameplay came on, that was it, man. I was locked the fuck in. Oh my lord. And then like, I really do want Wolverine, so I'm definitely gonna pop on Wolverine when that comes out because that's gonna be my birthday game. That's probably gonna be the only game that I cop on in September because thanks GTA 6, you've completely ruined this year. There's like fucking 40 games dropping in September and then like another 12 in October. I don't even know how to feel about that, bro. It's brutal out here. But yeah, like that for the Sony stuff, a lot of it was like the horror. Like I said, I was not that interested in all of that stuff, but beyond that, it was still a good showcase, like especially for people who got the series that they've been looking forward to and like a bunch of games and shit that they like there were people who were going absolutely wild, especially with like the dinosaurs and stuff. I know that there's a lot of people that like dinosaurs and things. I'm impartial on dinosaurs. I don't hate them at all. I think they're cool, but it's also not something that I'm like that interested in. But that's the Sony State of Play. I gave it like a 6 out of 10. And then, oh my god, bro, the Summer Games Fest. Summer Games Fest started super strong with a lot of showouts and a lot of games that like people were expecting but weren't really expecting right there, or right then and there, I mean. And it was crazy seeing the reactions to a lot of that stuff. It was cool. A lot of the series I'm just not very interested in because one of the issues is that I don't really fuck with horror too much in terms of games. Like I've played PT, Outlast, and I finished Silent Hill 1 for the first time this year. Yeah, horror is just not my thing. It's not that I'm like a scared little bitch. Like I am a scared little bitch when it comes to horror games. I can watch movies no problem and I don't get scared at all, but as soon as it's a game. But I don't know, dog. It was just, oh man, I'm getting my ass beat. It was so good at the start with all the crazy like reveals. There's like a bunch of cool stuff there. I can't even really remember exactly what was shown because so much of it was horror that it kind of clouded my judgment. And then I saw Stellar Blade 2 and I have really just Shift Up is fucking dog shit for what they did to Stellar Blade fans on PlayStation, bro. Like, I don't know. I think after I saw Stellar Blade, it just kind of like soured everything for me at the reveal, so I just kind of forgot most of what was shown. And then there was the issue of what they did with Final Fantasy, bro. I was completely cool with them announcing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or what the hell is it called? Revelations? Yeah, Revelations, the third one, finally. It was just the way they did it was so fucking stupid, bro. Like, what do you mean you're gonna do the reveal and then bring someone out and then do another reveal and then bring someone out and then do another reveal and then bring, like, bro, they cut it up like 4 times. Who the fuck asked for that? Like, be so dead ass. Who the hell asked for that? I feel like they only did that shit because they know that everybody likes Matt Mercer, but it was like, bruh, like, wrap it up, dude. Fucking hell, wrap it up. I don't know. I liked Summer Game Fest though because it was crazy. There was a lot of good shit. There's a lot of stuff. And then there's an Xbox showcase. I'm not gonna lie, with the Xbox showcase, I wasn't paying much attention. I was just kind of doing my own thing because I didn't think there would be anything crazy there. And then fucking Persona 6 just peeks out and everybody was like, what? like, like everyone collectively just kind of sat there like, wait, what? Persona 6? What? Y'all got Persona 4 and Persona 6 here at Xbox? What the hell is this shit? But yeah, that was insane in its own right. I mean, there's the Halo, the Gears, Xbox doing exclusives again. They finally got someone that actually cares about the brand enough to not let it fucking die the way it's just been doing. And that's good. Bro, I'm be real. Everybody thought that Asha was gonna be fucking evil when we found out that she was XAI and that she winds up being one of the best things that's happened to Xbox in the last like 15 years, and everybody's like, what the genuine fuck is going on here? I hope she keeps it up. I really hope that she doesn't get fucked over by like higher ups and they start making her do weird shit, because almost every decision she's made so far has been perfect. It is kind of grimy the way that they changed Gears E-Day to just suddenly be exclusive, even though they had confirmed that it was going to be on PS5 before. Like, it was to the point where they had to just straight up take down a podcast, like an Xbox podcast, because on the Xbox podcast, it still said that the game was going to be multi-plat. So that was kind of ignorant, especially because we're still getting Fable and Halo. I mean, it is what it is. If you're a shooter fan, bro, that Xbox showcase was probably making you bust, because there was a lot of good stuff there. They should not have ended with Call of Duty. I think we are at the point where Call of Duty does not have the stopping power that it used to, and they honestly should have just ended it with Persona 6. In reality, a lot of the Xbox fans are gun and ball gamers. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking pretend like y'all are definitely gun and ball gamers. I'm not saying that PlayStation is shit aren't, because we're both as bad as each other, but Xbox, y'all got it bad. And like, I don't know, bro, ending it on Call of Duty after having a good showcase with some crazy shit in there, I can't give that to you, dog. And finally, the fucking Nintendo Direct. What the hell do you mean Kingdom Hearts 4 was at the Nintendo Direct? Dude, honestly, the first thing in that Direct that had me excited was that One Piece game, just because it's One Piece and because I'm a fucking slut for One Piece, okay? I don't even like cooking games. But when I saw that it was a One Piece game and I also saw that there was like fucking 400 characters, that shit was awesome. But that's besides the point. There was a lot of good stuff in there. There's a lot of first-party games too, but then there was even more third-party games. And I'm just sitting here like, are y'all okay? Oh, it's just story stuff, huh? I guess I'll shut up for this. I'll just regain my train of thought.
Do you study the gods as this one does? The Hive's former pantheon has transformed, as we have ourselves. The Taken King is no more, and the Witch Queen broods over his loss, fashioning it into a tool for her escape. The moths speak of Tora Bottle, of the dream that Zivu Arath's claws, tight now around barren throats, may one day begin to slip. This one shall go to witness war, and hopes to study peace with it. It is this one's privilege and duty to explore the many philosophies that exist within the sky. May your fate rest lightly on your shoulders, Guardian. And may our paths cross again.
Nice. All right. Train of thought. The games. Yo, I'm gonna be real, bro. Seeing people say that was the worst direct ever, I think you can just exactly pinpoint what kind of people these Nintendo fans are, where the only two fucking games they play are Mario and Animal Crossing. Because what the hell do you mean there was zero first party games? There was no first party games. All the games there were trash. It's just so apparent that y'all hate RPGs and y'all hate JRPGs, because that show was crazy. There was a lot of shit for fucking first party, but all of it was like the RPGs and JRPGs, so everybody was like, there was fucking nothing there. Like, you even got Zelda at the end. And also, on top of that, how the fuck did we go from a show that had like a million third-party games, right? There's a bunch of stuff that was announced for Switch 2 because the Switch 1 is a piece of shit and can't run anything. So now the Switch 2 is getting like every JRPG that's ever fucking existed on every other console. We had so many collections come out, and I was like, yeah, okay, all these collections. Then I saw Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, I mean, yeah, okay, it was a cloud game, right? So I guess they're finally doing a real collection. And then it was just Kingdom Hearts 4, and everyone was just like, huh? Wait, what? What? Huh? What? Nintendo? At a Nintendo Direct? No fucking way. It just started the trailer, we saw the gameplay and everything. Is like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's real. And then they follow it up with that fucking, what's it called? Ocarina of Time remake. That was rumored all the way back then because of a leak or some shit. Like, everyone was just collectively losing their shit, and it was great. But then you just see these people say that it was one of the worst directs ever, and you're like, bro, I know exactly what you are. We got Xbox and PlayStation with the fucking gunball gamers, and then we got fucking Nintendo fans with just the fucking platform cozy gamers. Like, bro, come on now. Not everything can be your stilo, bro. You've got so many IPs under your pocket. There's no fucking way you can just sit there and say that these games didn't deserve their spotlight. Because there was Xenoblade 4. No one expected Xenoblade 4. If anything, when they did the Xenoblade like 1 through 3 collection for the Switch 2, I think that should have been like the very, you know what? That was probably the actual like idea there. They were gonna tease you by being like, hey, so look at this trilogy that's going on is gonna be on Switch 2 and have their own collection. And then we get the 4th game revealed. And then they did this same way Kingdom Hearts. That was just a bravo moment. Now that I really think about it, that shit was crazy, that follow-up. But yeah, I don't know, bro. That Nintendo Direct, I didn't really rank any of the other things besides the state of play. I don't know, I guess SGF was like a... I'm gonna be real, bro, they really fucked it up with the way they did that Final Fantasy reveal. I feel like it went from like an 8 out of 10 down to like a 5, just because of how stupid that was. And then like, for the Xbox One, like I said, I did not pay enough attention to the Xbox One, so I can't really rank that outside of my excitement for Persona 6. It is funny though. I think Atlas is really starting to like understand just how badly they fucked up these last few like generations of games, because almost every single post that you will see about Persona 4 that's not about the discourse is about them talking about how, oh, is this gonna be DLC? Is this gonna be DLC? Is this gonna be DLC? Are the Personas gonna be DLC? Is this gonna be DLC? And it's like, yo, y'all really cooked yourselves with that fucking Persona 3 Reload shit, man. Y'all are so stupid for excluding so much content, bro. And then making DLC for a $70 game up front. And then there's also people who still haven't bought Metaphor Refantasio because of that exact fucking issue too. Not just DLC, but because they always have to release the normal game first, and then they wait a year or so, and then they release the Super Mega Ultra Edition that comes with all of the content and all of the systems that they wanted to put in place when the game first came out. So people just stopped buying their fucking games on release. So now you got people who are like, should I even buy Persona 6 on release? What if they do the Super Edition? And then there's also people who are like, literally the day after the reveal, some dude was like, all right, enough time has passed. We need to remake Persona 6. I was like, yeah. Yeah. Remake remaster fatigue is very real. It's very real. There was a lot of remake and remasters this time around too. Like I definitely get it from one side. It's because making a new IP, bro, people are so fucking annoying now with games. Now I'm definitely not saying that you should glaze everything, because overglaze is just as bad as like being annoyed at everything. Like I don't know, bro. Internet discourse is just brain dead. Like no matter what you say, if you have constructive criticism, you're just a fucking grifter. If you like something, you're a glazer. If you're in the middle, you're a bitch. And it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, like with Pragmata, at least this year, that shit was a fucking Omega banger. And I think they said that they're actually going to continue this series because of how good the reception was. So that's great. There's been a lot of Resident Evil remakes, man. And like, yeah, they did release 9, which looks like it was a good game. I haven't played any Resident Evil games despite owning 1 through 8. I'm a fucking idiot. But it's like, yo, I'm remaking a lot, bro. You basically remade the entire series from the ground up at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, SGF, like, yeah, I guess I could give that like a 5 out of 10, like I said, because they really ruined it with the ending. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't care how much of a fan you are of Final Fantasy VII or of Matt Mercer, doing the reveal like that was just terrible. I definitely am not trying to slide on Matt Mercer because I think he's a good voice actor, but like there was just no reason. And then I guess the Xbox showcase I could give like probably like a 7, because I'm more of a shooter fan to begin with, so a lot of that stuff was appealing to me. I'm not really part of the super omega ultra Halo purists that fucking hate the new Halo game, and I thought E-Day looked kind of cool. I'm gonna be real, I forgot a lot of the other games. I think Metro was there. Metro looked cool. The Persona, like I said, that was kind of my main takeaway from that. And then the Nintendo Direct. For the Nintendo Direct, I think the issue is that I've played almost all of the games that got remade, or not remade, that got ported. So there wasn't really anything that would like interest me in particular, because why the fuck would I just buy the exact same game that I've already fully completed? Like I've platinumed Lies of P on PlayStation. I got all the achievements on Game Pass. I don't need to play it again. There's a bunch of other games, some that I haven't got to that I own already, so there's just no point in me double dipping on Switch. That's if I even get a Switch 2 now that I think about it. I'm saying all this shit. I don't got no Switch 2. I don't know if I'm going to get one before the price increase. That's kind of up in the air. It's still mad expensive, and expenses are just absolutely in the toilet because haha America. But honestly, dog, I'm not the biggest Xenoblade fan, but I do really like Xenoblade because I've played 1 and 2. I own 3. I haven't played 3 yet, and I do also want to play X, so I'm not sure what I'm really gonna do with that. I do like Xenoblade though, so I'm excited for that Genesis game, but it's gonna be a while. I don't really care for Fire Emblem. I don't give a shit about Pokemon. That DK thing was easily one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. That's basically Nintendo toying with the idea of achievements and just making the achievements fucking limited time NFTs, bro. I saw someone make that joke, and that's not even really a joke. That's like exactly what it is. It's just a limited time NFT for fucking Donkey Kong. That shit is so vile. If it was a forever thing, it would have been cool, but it's just limited. And I think even the DK Bonanza thing that they're introducing was apparently limited. I don't know. But hey, you guys did get Mario at the fucking at the Direct. It was just Luigi as Paulina. Or Paulina as Luigi. I don't know how you say it with that, but that shit was funny. Honestly though, like when I saw Kingdom Hearts 4, like that alone cemented my excitement. I don't know shit about Zelda. I've only beaten Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening. I guess if you can count Hyrule Warriors, I've also beat that. Oh wait, yeah, I beat the fucking, what the hell was it called? Age of Calamity? The first Breath of the Wild Warriors game. I did beat that. That was one of the worst experiences I've ever had on the Switch 1. That game performed like fucking dog shit. If you had it perform well on your end, awesome, great. Good for you, buddy. Did not perform well for me. Yeah, dude, like not Persona, I'm stupid. Fucking Kingdom Hearts 4, dude, that shit stole the show, bro. Because Kingdom Hearts 4 and One Piece were there, and that new Xenoblade game looked interesting, even though it looked a little too much like Fire Emblem. Yeah, that new Xenoblade game looked a little too much like Fire Emblem. Gonna be honest, I don't know what the hell that was about. I guess it's because it's like a prequel series. Either way, it should be interesting anyway. Yeah, I mean, between that, One Piece, Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm gonna be honest, I might give that direct like an 8 out of 10. A lot of the games I just did not care for, but the few that I did care for and the one that looked interesting, I mean, shit, man, that shit got me going. But yeah, dude, the reveals this year were so good. But all of this coming down right before GTA 6, bro, you could tell everybody's either scared or they know for a fact they need to show out to get any fucking sales during the holiday season. That holiday season is going to be just GTA unless they fucking reveal that they're going to move all of... Unless they reveal another delay, and then the delay is in February, which is also another month that's getting hit like crazy. There's like fucking 7 games already slated for February next year. But yeah, it was awesome, and then the problem is that it all lines up right when Destiny is dying, so now I want to play a shit ton of Destiny and get all the content that I can done in this game. But of course, if I do that, that means I ain't got time to finish all the games I already got, and there's still a few games I wanted to get this year to begin with, because next month is fucking Grand Blue Relink and the new SAO game. I don't think I'm even gonna get the SAO game. I'm probably just gonna get Relink and call it a day. Yeah, it's rough. This is a really rough year to be a gamer because money is just becoming non-existent. Fucking pay isn't going up, jobs aren't even real, and then the price of just everyday goods is skyrocketing. I don't know, man. It's all fried. This is just entertainment at the end of the day, but it's really the only thing that keeps me going. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna play Destiny until I get really tired of it, and then I'll probably go back to playing all the games that I have in my backlog. I want to try to finish at least 5 or 6 more games this year. I have plenty of time, it's just, it really depends. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna record. It was a good session. I'll just edit everything down, because there was a lot of points where I paused because I started doing the fucking gamer focus thing, because this game isn't hard, but Destiny is still Destiny. Sometimes it gets a little rough. But yeah, that's that crazy week. Insane week. Amazing week. Peace out.